Wednesday at 6 on Eyewitness News. John Johnson takes a tough look at the police training that could mean life or death on the street. The split-second decisions. The action and reaction under fire. Watch Police Combat Training Wednesday at 6 on Eyewitness News, right here on Channel 7.
MGM UA Home Video presents the biggest movies, great movie sale yet. 24 hot videos at a price that can't last. $24.95, so you'd better act fast. We've got Farrah and Daryl, Charles Bronson and Bods, the whole dirty dozen, plus sci-fi with Pods. Chuck Norris in action, all the stars that you're after. Mickey Rourke, Deborah Winger, plus Groucho for laughter. Hey, boogie, boogie. So boogie down to your video dealer now and get them while they sale price.
A fine wine is a perfect balancing of taste. So is a fine dinner. Le Menu. Each Le Menu has 3 carefully orchestrated foods, like beef sirloin tips in mushroom and wine gravy, seasoned O'Brien potatoes, and broccoli with cheddar cheese sauce. Le Menu frozen dinners from Swanson. So extraordinary, you dare serve them with a vintage wine.
I felt out of place. Nothing left for me. Kids had all the fun. And then one day, I found it. I found it.
New hits, old favorites. The new 97.1 WYNY.
I'm picking up vibrations. Tell her about it. How will I know if he really loves me?
At last, I found my favorite station.
The new 97.1. We want to be your favorite station.
Take a sheet of Reynolds wrap, fold it in a Reynolds flap. First add meat, add your spice. Fold it once, fold it twice. Bake it now at 450. Not long, 15 minutes or so. Now take a peek, and you'll see just how good your meal can be. Because with a sheet of Reynolds wrap, a little fat, this Reynolds flap, you'll soon see what you can do. Chicken or fish and vegetable stew, it steals in goodness, steals in flavor. So do yourself this little favor. Make cooking better in a snap with a sheet of Reynolds wrap.
This is my mom. And if everything I say about the four-wheel drive Isuzu Trooper 2 isn't true, may she be struck by lightning. It can carry a symphony orchestra or every book in the Library of Congress. And the nice part is the Trooper 2 starts at just $10.80. You have my mom's word on it. Mom?
For a great value, see the four-wheel drive Trooper 2 at your neighborhood Isuzu dealer today.
Suffering from those frozen patty blues? Did our competitors' 99-cent thawed-out burgers leave you cold? Well, Wendy's has some sizzling news for you. Our big classic hamburger is only $1. 1 penny more buys you 1 big classic hamburger. Hot and juicy, fresh, not frozen. Now for a limited time only, Wendy's Big Classic, only $1.
From the cold and have a hot time with your favorite stars. Grab some fun in the sun with Jane Meadows and Steve Allen, Isabel Sanford, Richard Simmons, Jenny Lee Harrison, Louis Anderson, Roseanne Barr, Greg Louganis, Jan Michael Vincent, Louise and Ernie Mandrell, and your host, John Davidson. Strike up the band and play along with the Hollywood Florida Squares. Monday at 7:30, right here on Channel 7.
Hi, Babylonia, and our special guest, Jane Fonda. It's time you got fit for a lifetime.
Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern here on Lifetime.
Varicose veins. I didn't know much about them, but I knew how they made me feel. So I found help. The Vein Treatment Center. All they do is treat varicose veins, spider veins. All they do is help people like me. From lasers to same-day surgery. Sound medical techniques that help you feel good about yourself again. The Vein Treatment Center, 249-6117, for treatment of varicose veins that can help you look great.
To the 20 million people who still want news for breakfast.
Good morning. These are the headlines on Daybreak.
Look at the morning sports news.
Let's get some financial word now.
Valerie Voss joins us now for a look at the weather.
The headlines, the scores, financial reports, and forecasts. News, not fluff. Switch to Daybreak, morning 6 to 9 on CNN.
Here's important news from Stouffer's Lean Cuisine. The American Heart Association has reviewed Lean Cuisine's 14-day diet plan and found it to be in compliance with their dietary guidelines, including those for sodium, cholesterol, and fat. For free copies, write Lean Cuisine, Box 330, Cleveland, Ohio, 44107. That's Lean Cuisine, Box 330, Cleveland, 44107. Stouffer's Lean Cuisine and the American Heart Association, working together for your good health.
This is the land I love. From the gentle rolling valleys to the mountains high above. The fruit of this earth is the sweetest a man can grow. Its goodness I will always treasure. Pure pleasure. It's delicious. Pure pleasure from dawn.
Well, our next guest has been on the show many times now. He is, he's a man of many talents. He is, I guess, the elder statesman over at Mad Magazine. And this, incidentally, is the latest of that. He's the maddest of all the mad writers and editors. Nice to have you here. Here's consumer advocate Dick DiBartolo.
Thank you, Regis. Good to see
you. Now, here is the premise of our show tonight. You know how we've become over-accessorized. I mean, with this advertising blitz that we're all faced with every day, and these new products, everybody feels they've got to have it all.
That is correct.
And they really don't need it all, Dick.
They don't need it all, except when I show you some of this stuff, we brought it in kind of as a joke, but as I showed it, someone goes, oh, I'd like that. Well, you know, right.
Something will appeal
to somebody. What we'll do is we'll show it, and then people can decide if they think it's worthwhile.
All right, fine.
Okay? And the first things we're going to show you are items that we'll say people really didn't want because they all ended up at a chain of stores called Odd Job Trading at tremendously reduced prices. So there may not have been a need for...
Well, you know, there's a little discount store like that in every city in America.
That's right.
And sometimes they buy things in bulk, and they give you good
deals.
It
could be an overage, or, for example, maybe this is only good in New York City because this is the Pooper Scooper dog leash, okay? Now, in New York City, you must clean up after your dog.
That's right. That's a law.
So this goes on the dog.
Okay,
it also has reflective tape in case of an oncoming car. The scoop is in its own little pouch.
Now, I'll play the dog.
Okay.
I'll be the dog.
All right. Okay,
and
good.
I'm making a stop right here.
Oh, very good, Regis. Right.
And the stop is taking forever. Finally, I'm finished. Now, what do you do?
I take out the scooper.
Look at that.
I go to the pouch where the plastic bag is stored.
Oh, I love this.
And then, but we'll clean that up.
No, come on down right now. That's not a bad idea, though, you know?
But this was $7.50. It's now selling for 99 cents. So maybe...
See, that's a good buy.
Okay, now we
Just for the scooper itself, you know. Never know, you need a good scooper around the house.
Okay, Regis. The Cook and Stir pot. It's an electric pot. The thermostat is down here. So if you're making gravy or anything that has to be stirred, just set the pot to the temperature, walk away, and this will stir it for as long as it's plugged in.
You know, you're right. We brought these things along to tell everybody, hey, you really don't need this in your life, but I've never seen one like it.
No, but the thing is, this was $50. It's now selling for $6. So maybe...
Something's wrong.
You know, in a New York City apartment where my counter space is this big, you know, unless I could mount this from the ceiling.
And use it as a fan.
As a fan. Wait, maybe I will take this. Right. You know what this is? You need one desperately.
Let's see. Excuse me.
It's a croissant maker.
A croissant maker?
Yeah, not bad. Whipped these up about an hour ago.
Kidding me?
No, I actually took these out of your dressing room.
Oh, I see.
When you were running around saying, where are the croissants?
Yeah, you get the dough and you give it that?
And exactly, and it makes it the exact triangle you need, okay? Again, this is $8 now, it's $2.
Yeah. It's funny how these things fall in price.
We all hear about checking for plaque. You know, plaque is the killer.
Oh, that's right.
You can do it in your own home now. You spray this clear stuff on your teeth. But then this mirror has a special light that'll make the plaque show up, only in this mirror. You can still go in. And then you use your toothbrush and clean it, and you check again until the plaque's all gone.
Well, can we demo that? You want to spray me?
Boy,
why don't you spray me?
Okay,
Here's what we'll do. We'll look at the light like this, and if you see the light on, you'll know it's my plaque.
Okay, now...
Why don't we do it on you? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Do it on me.
Really? Okay. Let me just see.
I want to see if I have that dreaded plaque.
God almighty, Regis. Hang on. Swish it around in your mouth. Does it taste? It says it doesn't taste terrible.
It doesn't taste great either.
Wait a second. Hang on.
It doesn't taste terrible.
Here, just
now
wipe
what?
your mouth off.
Okay, now.
Okay, now push that on. A little switch. There you go. Now, we'll have to take your word for this. When you see yellow, you know your teeth are very clean. Open your mouth wider, Regis, to the plaque line. You have a little bit of plaque on your lower teeth.
Did it actually change color?
Yes, it did.
All right.
Also,
Okay,
your lips
fine.
changed color.
And your face is next.
Anyway, this is cordless. It was selling for $20. It's only selling for $2.
Hey, plaque is in these
Plaque
days.
is
Come
in.
on, get with it, will you?
Plaque is in. Okay, now from a place called Zabar's on Broadway that has wild appliances. You may or may not need this, Regis. This is called the Hot Topper. Now, if you cannot put
cheese, melted cheese, no,
syrup on pancakes,
yeah,
this will do it automatically.
Oh, but that's really, this is some ordeal.
Now
though,
you put butter in it, and it'll heat the butter or heat the syrup. Okay, and then we have.
And you squirt your pancakes.
You squirt your pancakes, or paint your corn.
But it's so much trouble to go through all of it.
Well, anyway, if you want to spend $22, and this is important to you.
That's right.
Right. I tell you, there's one sort of saving grace.
What's that?
You can fill it with syrup, and then between times put it in your refrigerator, and then the next time you don't bother with it again. You just reheat the syrup every time.
Okay.
Okay. The parachute golf ball.
How does that work?
Okay. If you want to practice in a very short area how far you can hit a ball, this piece of plastic wouldn't be on it.
You want to know something? That's not a bad idea. A lot of guys don't have.
Okay. You hit it after the ball goes about 200 feet. The parachute opens and the ball drops
right down.
So you won't lose it in the woods.
I like that. Can we try that here? Just kidding.
All right. This is from a place called Hemmicker Schlemmer. That's $33. Okay, you need this, the water-powered watch. Okay, we all know that now batteries last 2 or 3 years, but every 2 or 3 years, do you want to go to the jeweler?
No.
You just want to go to
forever.
your sink. Okay, can we see that the face is blank on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to do
Looks like a little typewriter.
We're going to dip it in water here, and it'll take a minute. So what we'll do is we'll dip it in water.
Want to leave it there and go on?
Why don't we leave it
another
there?
item?
Okay. The pocket photocopier. We need something to copy. The pocket photocopier. Now, someone on your staff said, Dick, what a ridiculous idea. So I asked them.
Tell them to mind their own business.
You know what they sell them to? They sell them to researchers in libraries.
Oh, sure.
Especially if they're looking at one-of-a-kind book that they can't take out.
You just Xerox it.
You just
right
Xerox it as we go. We're going to try here. Let's just make sure that I'm doing this.
Going to try to Xerox mad, are you?
Yeah. Let me just make sure.
Well, actually, I think that's a pretty handy item.
All right, there we go.
It's portable.
It's portable.
And it comes in handy. And like you say, for the stuff that you can't check out of the library or in any situation.
Look at this.
That's great. Yeah, there
and
you
it
go.
does.
Pretty good little duplication.
Right.
All right, we're almost out of time.
Okay, fine. They're making that in a 4-inch version now. Okay, let's quickly check our watch. Our watch is ticking. It took a dunking, and it's still running.
So if you wear it every morning in the shower...
Or every 2 weeks, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Or every 2
It'll
weeks,
never stop
just drop some water in. Also, if you have important telephone calls, you can take them in your shower or your swimming pool with the waterproof floatable telephone. It's $155, also from Hemmicker Schlemmer. And I should mention that the photocopier is $255 from Hemmicker Schlemmer.
So you got...
Watch is only $35.
You got a wide variety of prices here. Very good, Dick. Thank you very much
Well,
for
I enjoy
bringing
it.
all
Always
these
do.
things to us.
Thank you so much.
And
if you want that,
you can keep it right here. We'll be right back with Jeff Justice, a great comedian. Stay with us, and Malcolm Forbes coming up, too.
We were married only 4 months when I noticed our phone bills were excessive. At first I didn't say anything, but after a while I confronted him. He told me he'd been calling an old girlfriend, but there were lots of...
you wanted 2 burgers for $1. Get 2 delicious plain broiled burgers for only $1. But hurry, it's for a limited time only.
Where you going?
Burger King. Get 2 plain broiled burgers for $1 now. It'll turn you on.
Every night about 10:15, I stop by the Golden Theater to hear the review.
Wonderful!
It's such fun.
Everybody has to go see it.
It'll make you want to...
Take up tapping.
We want to take tap dancing.
Yeah,
where do we sign up for lessons?
I want to dance.
It'll make you feel...
Happy. Made us so happy.
If they can do it, I can do it.
You do it. Call Telecharge for stepping out Broadway's most lovable comedy hits.
Because I believe everybody can dance.
Remember that contemporary living room you bought? Is this where it belongs? Welcome to Suburban Furniture, where you'll find timeless country and traditional designs, heirloom quality craftsmanship, and custom fabrics and finishes. So your furniture is your very own personal statement at surprisingly affordable prices.
So visit us at Suburban Furniture, where you'll find it's exactly what you've wanted all along.
Suburban Furniture, with showrooms throughout Nassau, Suffolk, and Queens.
If your children have outgrown their winter coats, don't throw them away. There are thousands of needy youngsters who can use them. Coats for Kids is a program sponsored by the Neighborhood Cleaners Association and the Salvation Army. If you live in the tri-state area, you can take your Coats for Kids to your local NCA cleaners. The coats will be cleaned and the Salvation Army will distribute them. To find out the location of your nearest NCA cleaner, call 212-684-0945.
Have you ever wondered who out there plays Jeopardy best?
I have no idea.
It's people who watch the TV.
What is Laverne and Shirley?
Laverne and Shirley's absolutely right.
It's people who go to the movies.
What are the adventures of Buckaroo Banzai?
That's good for $500 more.
It's people who know their stuff.
What is a pygmy marmoset?
That's right.
You know, it's people just like you.
Surprise me.
The game is tough, but it's a chance to see how much you know. Jeopardy. Monday at 7 right here on New York's Channel 7.
Maurice Valenci goes almost anywhere to find furniture you won't find everywhere else. Maurice Valenci, furniture you won't find everywhere else.
America's precious ice cream. Every way at Carver House.
Guess where Bill is? Blue Chip Bill? Gotta be Wall Street. No. He joined the Peace Corps. I thought that went out with the 60s.
Peace Corps. It's creating food systems in Africa, turning deserts back into forests, and fighting malaria in Asia. It's hands-on and hats off. It's making a friend. It's been tough, but for 25 years, the Peace Corps has been making a difference in the world.
Bill, I can't believe it.
Peace Corps, the toughest job you'll ever love.
Corned beef, tuna fish, and American cheese. So if you want to...
Coming up, a lesson in down-home American cooking from Chef Edna Lewis, so stay with us.
San Francisco has been called the gourmet coffee capital of the world. One reason is the Coffee Cantata Gourmet Coffee House. Here you can sit and savor some of the richest, most flavorful coffees anywhere. Today, we're secretly replacing the Cantata's freshly ground coffee with mountain-grown Folgers Crystal. Will it be rich enough? Let's watch.
Great, sweet. Nice weather, and it smells good, too.
I love good food coffee. This is excellent.
It smells good, very rich. This is delicious.
It's Folgers Crystal is infused.
No.
Tastes like a very good cup of ground coffee.
It doesn't taste like anything, and I thought I was critiquing coffee.
Mountain-grown Folgers Crystal. Coffee rich enough to be served in America's finest gourmet coffee houses.
Hey, I don't worry about getting the dentures coming loose blues.
Fixodent and forget it. Fixodent helps fix loose spots for a strong hold that lasts longer than any leading cream. Use Fixodent and forget it.
In the morning, in the evening, Carnival's got the fun. Not much money, but oh, honey, Carnival's got the fun. It's such a good time with breaking news. 'Cause there's just no time like a Carnival cruise. Sunny weather, all together, Carnival's got the fun.
Take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
Son, there's gravy in them kibbles. There's gravy in them bits. Son, there's gravy in them kibbles and bits and gravy bits.
Kibbles and bits and gravy bits.
Gravy, son.
Why is my antacid Tums? Tums is effective. It neutralizes 1/3 more stomach acid than the other leading brand. And Tums is rich in calcium. To me, that's extra good news.
Over the years, Edna Lewis has become a legend by cooking good old-fashioned Southern food. Her country cookbooks are on kitchen shelves all across America, and she's currently the guest chef at Uncle Sam's restaurant here in New York. Please welcome Edna Lewis. Hello, Edna. She said that this is her first appearance, so she said she's just a little bit nervous. There's no reason to be nervous.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn about this because, you know, my wife does not do preserves and jellies and jams. So I want to know how to do this.
Now, you actually make your own baking powder. I said soda before. Powder. You make. How do you do that?
Well, this is the soda. I use the cream. You use cream of tartar, baking soda, and baking soda. And if you're making a big batch, you can add in a little cornstarch to keep it from lumping. And
now, you started cooking when you were how old?
I don't remember.
But you were a child in Virginia. Did you find the ingredients different today than they were when you were growing up?
Yes.
Were they how different? Were they more natural then?
Yes, they were
more natural. Yeah. But you now search out. I mean, you brought your own buttermilk here from where? From Virginia?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. She brings her own buttermilk from South Carolina. Let's see the jam. Let's see you make the jam.
Oh, first I had made it the head, and I'll tell you about that later.
Okay. What do you do first?
First you cut the berries up, and then slice them up. If you have no strawberry preserves in the cupboard and feel like having some, you just quickly take some.
You can make this that fast? I thought you had to make it and then sit for 4 or 5 months.
No.
No?
Uh-oh.
You can do that, too.
My mother was wrong.
No, I'm sure that's the only thing she was wrong about.
Probably.
So you put that in, and cut the berries up, and
so if you're
after you use all of these.
If you're writing this thing down, first you cut the berries all up, right?
Right.
All right, then what?
And then you sprinkle on some sugar. This is to
how much sugar?
Extract out the juice. Well, suppose we use a pint of berries and a half cup of sugar.
A pint of berries, half a cup of sugar.
I'll write that down.
And then
you just tell Ann.
you leave it set for a few minutes and sprinkle on some more sugar. And then after about 15 minutes, you get this.
Now that's from cooking or that's from just sitting?
Just setting.
Just setting.
Now you said that the sugar extracts the juice from the berries.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then you put it in.
Does that look good? Now that goes on your buttermilk biscuit.
Yes.
Right? That is made with your own homemade baking powder and the buttermilk that you brought with you. What is different about the buttermilk that you brought with you and the buttermilk you buy in the stores?
Well, it tastes different.
It does?
And this dairy farm in Charleston, they have a way of making their own buttermilk, and it tastes like buttermilk did years ago.
Oh.
So
do you cook this stuff first?
Oh, yes.
For how many hours?
Oh, about 25 or 30 minutes.
Oh, really? That's all? And then you put it in a jar?
And you put it in the jar and
Can we taste some of that?
refrigerate it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, good.
Just
Here
in
we
the
go.
refrigerator?
Have a biscuit. Oh, they're hot.
Oh, they are. They're
Now, this is the kind of thing to have in the morning. I mean, I love Jeffrey Holder's
Could we have this every morning, please?
fish, but gee, this is a little easier to take.
Would you mind
Yes, I'll serve
putting
you.
some of that on? You don't have to. I mean, just...
There you go.
Oh, look at
Oh.
that. Hey, wait a minute,
You
guys.
thought we were in a jam?
Yeah.
Good, Bob.
I'm going to juggle the biscuits. No,
Ooh.
How many is yours? Just taste it. There you go.
There you go,
Now,
guys.
can you have... No, you
Oh,
can't.
Mark, can't I just a
There you
little
go.
taste?
I'll pass it by you.
The faggot has struck again.
I have a large mouth. I'm doing this in one bite.
Edna, that was wonderful.
Oh,
Oh. Would you come to my house, please, and make
They look great.
On tomorrow's show, we'll talk to actress Julie Haggerty.
We won't talk with our mouth full. Also, we'll chat with some Little League umpires and referees, thank you, who've been battered by angry parents.
And we'll have advice for anyone shopping by mail order. Rule number 1, never give your money to anyone named the Weasel. And our old Bobby told me they have a special interview with singer Paul Simon.
All that tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.
Friday, when Scarecrow married Mrs. K, he didn't know he'd be tied down.
Oh, this is comfy. When those pipes blow, it'll rip this place to pieces.
Now they're in more hot water than ever. Friday.
Sunday, an artist's murder paints a portrait of scandal.
A pinch of mystery.
Of course.
Very strange.
When Buster Brooks and Tess Harper guest star, Murder, She Wrote.
This is CBS.
I want you to look into your television screen and listen very carefully.
Hypnosis. Is it hocus pocus?
You have nothing to fear.
Can it cure bad habits, anxieties, or addiction?
You no longer have the desire.
Reliably predicts that day.
The day I ovulated was a mystery before first response.
First response ovulation predictor test.
Here's living proof it works.
From the maker of Tampax tampons.
It's a real education. No wonder Wilford's the leader in beauty. I'm getting the best beauty education and enjoying every minute of it. Wilford's the best. I didn't think I could afford it. The financial aid is available for eligible students.
At Wilford, you'll get a real education. Many leading beauty experts started at Wilford. So can you. Call now.
I found the best education right here in my own neighborhood.
In New York and New Jersey, dial 997-0500.
There's a thought that says it is indeed fortunate to have one's cup runneth over. Fortunate, unless your cup runneth over onto your silk blouse, your fine linen tablecloth, your wool slabs, whatever, wherever, which is precisely why we make Scotch Guard Fabric Protector. It keeps ordinary spills from becoming extraordinary stains on virtually any fabric. Use Scotch Guard Fabric Protector and let your cup runneth over.
Worldwide sponsor, 1988 Olympic Games.
The New Other Woman, this week on Live at 5.
It's Password. It's Super Password. Our special guest this week, Dionne Warwick. And from Jonathan Prince. And the star of Super Password, Bert Bundy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, there. Sit down, darling. There you go. All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to Super Password. Nice to be here with you. We're all back, the same cast today. I hope you're all back, the same cast at home as well. Everybody on the audience is all the same people, I suppose. Yes, you've been here for days, haven't you? Thank you. What is that?
I think it's an odor. No.
Odor, I'd say fragrance.
Perfume.
Cologne? It could be.
Dionne.
I think it's...
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you, Dan.
Ooh.
What is that?
Tell us about that.
It's my own fragrance. My own company. I am total chief cook and bottle washer. And it's in all stores across the nation.
And it's called?
Dionne.
What a good idea for a name. Very nice, too. Really is very nice. Nice and light, not too bold, trifle impertinent, but not too brash.
Would you like to do a commercial?
And the aftertaste is wonderful. Okay. Oh, I've been doing this. I'm sorry.
Frisky, but not too fruity.
Yes, that's what I meant. Watch it. Okay. Tell me something about you.
I don't wear it.
You smell okay.
It's like you say, locker room.
Perfect. Bruins. Okay. So nobody has any business they want to take care of. Let's talk to our two ladies and get on with it, shall we? Tell us about yourself, Nikki, and welcome to you again.
Hi, Bert again.
Hi.
And my name is Nikki Jean Nichols. And as I said before, I was born in Amsterdam, Holland. En ik kan gewoon Hollands praten als ik wil. And I spoke some Dutch there just for a moment. And
I thought you lost it for a minute. I didn't know.
I've been this close. No, I've loved this. This has been a lot of fun. And I'm just real excited.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
You couldn't tell, I'm sure.
No, I'm thrilled that you're here. Okay.
I'd like to eat a chair.
Tina is our champion. Tina has, are you ready? $30,900. Another lovely outfit. Yes.
Yes, I have already spent my money. No, my name is Tina Jordan, and I have $30,000. And my boyfriend Elliot is just going to go through the ceiling.
I'll bet.
And my mother will absolutely have a heart attack.
Just see through it.
The ceiling, she had a hard attack, you're in trouble.
That means I get the money.
He's going to go through the ceiling because Steve doesn't go through the money is the main thing. Okay, welcome to you if we're ready to go. $200 puzzle gang, and the cash word is worth $4,000. So we've got a lot of money in the cash word for this one. All set? Nikki and Tina, give me the clues. First word, please.
The password is Joseph.
Nikki?
Joe. Joe. Joseph.
Yes. That's perfect. How do you do that? There's no way. I don't know how you did that. That's great. That's absolutely great. All right, we have it on the board for you, Dion. It's Joseph.
Mary.
Is it Mary? Seems logical, didn't it? Next word, please.
The password is
Create. Make.
On that, yes, right. Okay. Made, but make is same thing, right? What's that? Past tense, correct. I knew that.
I'm glad you...
I know all the rules here. No question about that.
The Dutch...
Okay. We have Joseph and maid.
Carpenter.
Is it carpenter? Good guess. Another good guess. Boy, your guess.
Good fragrance.
Yes. Good everything. Good singing. Good Grammy.
Good answer.
Here we go. Next word, please.
the password is Milwaukee.
Okay.
Beer.
Yes, we allow that.
Beer. Ale.
Okay. Tina?
Wisconsin.
Cheese. I don't drink beer in Wisconsin.
Okay, never mind. Nikki?
City. Milwaukee.
Joseph, Maid, and Milwaukee.
Budweiser.
Is it Budweiser? Okay, next word, please.
The password is
You know what it is?
famous.
Yeah? Nikki?
You.
15 contestants just like, oh. Okay. She said you, and Dion said me. I mean her. I mean, you know, Tina.
Renowned.
Famous.
Yeah, that's a good clue, too. Very good clue. Joseph, Maid, Milwaukee, famous. Jonathan?
Schlitz beer?
Is it Schlitz? You bet. Good move there.
I think this beer in Wisconsin.
There you have, yes. Okay. It's funny, you said you, of course. Okay, Tina has $300, and we'll be back with our $4,000 cash word right after this message for you.
If you're looking for calcium in Just Right or Nutri-Grain, you can stop looking. There's none there. But Total has calcium, so now besides 100% of 9 vitamins and iron, Whole Wheat Total's the only major cereal that's a major source of calcium.
The problem with some conditioners is that they can make clean hair feel weighed down and dirty. But not anymore.
Introducing the newest salon secret from Germac, clean conditioning.
What a difference it makes, because now all Germax conditioners are actually formulated to leave your hair glossy, full, and really clean. So if you think conditioners leave buildup, try Germax's newest salon secrets for clean conditioning. They'll change your mind and the condition of your hair.
For rice with the Creole bite, stir in some green onions and add a pinch of cayenne pepper. And always use Uncle Ben's.
Uncle Ben's cooks up separate, not sticky, and it's whole, not broken.
It really does make a difference.
Here we are. Here we go. We're back. Before we do the $4,000 cash word, we want Gene over there. Did you make it? Is he back over there ready to go?
Ready.
What is that silly thing on your head? What's that sticking? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was wearing a hat. He's not. No. What is that you have? Oh, I see. It's the microphone and all that stuff. Yes. Okay. Gene Wood's going to tell you how you can come down and become a contestant like these two lovely ladies. Gene?
I'll be glad to do that, Bert. If you're going to be in Southern California and would like to be a contestant on Super Password, all you have to do is call area code 213-466-5103. Back to Bert and Friends.
Okay. Nicely done, Gene. Gene, you do that so well.
Thank you, Bert.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, now, Tina has $300. Nikki's yet to score, but she will. And you know what that means. It is time for a biggie. This is a big magic toaster today. $4,000. I will show you the check. Okay. Take a look at it, Jonathan. We'll show everybody at home what it is, too.
The cash word is formula.
Solution.
Problem.
Clue number 2.
Mathematical.
Equation.
Third and final clue.
Chemical.
Reaction.
I shouldn't give you a solution.
All good. Now, wait a minute. Now, there's got to be... What Secret.
Vapor rub.
No.
Okay,
Babies.
she wasn't going to get it. Okay, flavor love.
Babies. Food. Babies. No. Grecian.
Formula.
Somebody said out there.
Well, I don't know about that yet.
Would have taken us 800 clues, that's all. Okay, next time, the cash will be worth another 1,000 or 5,000 bucks. Too bad for that one. Tina has $300. Nikki's at the store. Changing partners, gang, if you will. We'll be right back. Back after this segment.
What's your worst skin problem?
Part oily, mostly oily, but I have certain areas that are very dry. I use Cuticura. I've been using it for years.
Cuticura does it all. It's one bar that cleanses, moisturizes, and medicates.
It's not just an ordinary soap. Cuticura moisturizes my skin, and it also helps the oiliness. And it really works. It's medicated.
Cuticura is a cleansing bar, moisturizing bar, and medicated bar all in one.
Cuticura is a three-way product. It's really a great soap.
Cuticura does it all.
Frozen concentrated orange juice from Florida tastes fresh because it's frozen fresh.
The freezer's the reason it tastes so fresh. The freezer's the reason it tastes its best.
With the Florida seal of approval, you know it's 100% pure orange juice that meets standards even higher than the federal government. And you know it tastes fresh because it's frozen fresh.
The freezer's the reason orange you smart.
When minor arthritis pain gets a hold of you, you need the warming power of Bengay. Bengay's penetrating warmth starts relieving pain fast, right where it hurts most. So break the grip of pain with Bengay.
You can't sleep. There's pain. Now, break the barriers of sleeplessness and pain with Unisom Dual Relief, a new formula sleep aid plus aspirin-free pain relief. Tonight, take new Unisom Dual Relief.
Only a sly old fox like me can get a golden Eggo waffle in this house. You know, an Eggo is much too delicious to leave to chance. Its tempting taste can attract a certain someone who loves crisp light Eggo waffles. Oh, until that mouth-watering moment arrives. Oh, they go by Eggo, baby.
Eggo waffles from Kellogg's, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Delicious.
Here we are. Okay. $300 puzzle coming your way. Tina has $300. Nikki, if you're going to score, this is the time.
It's got a winning smile.
Here we go. You certainly do. And this is it, gang. It's Deanna Jonathan.
Formula.
Give it a clue. Here we go. First word, please.
The password is leather.
All right, Jonathan.
Suede. Leather.
That's correct. Perfect clue. We have leather, Nikki. What could that be?
Lace.
Is it lace? Nope.
Leather lace.
Here we go. Next word, please.
The password is cowboy.
Okay, Jonathan.
Rancher. Cowboy.
Yeah. Very good. That's a leather cowboy. Nikki, what is it?
Saddle?
Is it a saddle? No, not a saddle. All right, next one.
The password is split.
Jonathan?
Banana. Split?
Perfect. Perfect. Leather, cowboy, and split. Nikki? Okay. And you just keep getting the words. You'll be all right. Next one, please. Steve?
The password is pants.
Okay. Jonathan?
Trousers. Pants.
Yes. You got to keep getting them. Leather, cowboy, split, and pants, Nikki.
I know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, then just say it, because... Okay, here's your last word.
Don't save it, by the way. I'm not going to step away. You can just guess if you know it.
Here we go. Next word and last.
The password is cover.
All right, Jonathan.
Come on. Lid. Top.
All right, yeah.
Over. Cover.
Yes. Okay. Leather, cowboy, split, pants, cover for the game, Tina.
Is it chap?
Is it chap? Yes! You know you couldn't think of it. Too bad. You had it all the way. You got all the words all the way down the line,
I even knew what it was, but I couldn't think of the
couldn't
word.
think of the word. All right, congratulations to Tina once again. It's too bad because I knew you knew what it was. It would not come to you. Well, too bad. We have to say goodbye to you, Nikki, and I thank you for being with us. We'll have some prizes for you, and maybe you'll come back to our losers thing, which we have later. Let's go play, shall we? All right. Well, here we are, the fifth and last time with Tina. I can't believe it, 5 times. Not so bad. Boy, I tell you. You've done beautifully well. You've got an awful lot of money, and now you've got a chance to add more to it. I'm going to give you 10 words beginning with M and continuing through B. M through B. If when you get right, I'll give you $100, Tina. If you get them all, I'll give you $5,000 more to add to your already staggering total. 60 seconds, Tina. Take a look at your first word, please. And don't say anything yet. There it is on the board. Okay, good luck, Tina. Here we go. Ready, and go.
Cheese. Munster.
Italian.
Mozzarella.
N.
Aviator.
Navigator.
O.
Swear. Bible. Court. Pass.
P.
Rich.
Poor.
Q.
Argue.
Quarrel.
R.
Bake.
Raise.
Chicken.
Roast.
S.
Fish.
Shrimp.
Pass.
T.
Aspirin.
Tylenol.
U.
Beautiful.
Ugly.
V.
Oil.
Vinegar.
O.
Swear.
On.
Honor. Court.
Obey.
Court. Bible. Oh, pass.
Oh, too bad. Too bad. You had.
I had a...
It just came down because you gave great clues. You said legal, swear, Bible, and court. You take an oath.
Oh!
Yes, oath. An oath is right. What did you get? You ended up with how many did you get? You got 8. $800 more to your total. You now have a total of $32,200. We have to say goodbye to you. But boy, you did after that. Good luck to you. Thanks for being with us. Next time, Super Password will be worth $5,000 more or $10,000, and we'll meet 2 new players right after this commercial. Thank you.
Cows get very upset when you eat Chex brand cereals without milk. After all, Chex was designed to hold milk.
Look, milk.
So don't eat Chex without the milk.
When dogs go after the great taste of Chuck Wagon, there's no stopping them. Chuck Wagon brand dog food from Purina. The great gravy taste dogs love to chase.
Introducing a feeling you can't get from regular detergent. The bold combination that makes everything feel as good as it looks. New improved Bold 3. Better cleaning plus a new fabric softener with a static fighting ingredient like a dryer sheet has. A clean that swings instead of clings. A clean that's fluffy soft, even up close. New improved Bold 3 makes everything feel as good as it looks.
Good posture. You don't think about it until you realize you can lose it. Many women may, due in part to a calcium deficiency. That's why there's Posture, a calcium supplement. Without enough calcium, bones can become weak, but Posture taken daily can help them stay strong. And it's specially made not to produce gas. Don't wait. Eat right, exercise, and take Posture now to help assure good posture later. Also available with vitamin D.
My wife says if men had to give birth, there wouldn't be any babies, because men can't handle pain. But with Anacin around, we can handle pain all right.
The Anacin formula contains aspirin, the pain-relieving medicine doctors recommend most.
Anacin does the job fast.
Anacin, doctor recommended for pain relief.
Can a man put up with pain as well as a woman? I don't know. And with Anacin, I don't have to find out.
Doctor recommended Anacin. Tablets and now coated caplets, too.
So here we are. Now that Tina's gone, maybe somebody else can win some money. Give somebody else some chances. Here we have 2 new players, which is rather unusual. We have Nell and Jerry. Come on in, please. Hi, Nell. Nice to finally meet you, man. Hi, Jerry. Pleasure to see you. We'll talk to the lady first, if you don't mind. Nell, tell us about yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Nell Conrad. I'm a sergeant in the United States Air Force. I was stationed at Edwards Air Force Base, but I'm currently en route to Frankfurt, Germany for 3 years.
Whoa!
And I'm married to the handsomest staff sergeant that's also in the Air Force, whose name is Matthews.
Wonderful. Now, what are you involved in now? What units are you in?
I am was with the 6510 Security Police Squadron. I was an investigator.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What are you going to do in Germany?
I will be in the security police still.
Same, really?
Investigating.
Yes, and investigating the various beers. There's all kinds of things to investigate in Germany. All right, thank you for coming, Nell. Good luck to you. And now, Jerry, tell us about yourself, sir.
Well, my name's Jerry O'Connor.
Yeah.
I'm from a wonderful little town named Vermilion, South Dakota. Nobody clapped. Thank you.
18 people, that's the entire 17 with you.
And I work for a crisis center, and we counsel and deal with runaway teenagers.
Wow, good for
Trying
you.
to get them back home.
Here in Los Angeles? Yeah. All right. Good, Jerry. Well, okay. So here we go. Good luck to both of you, and let's do it, shall we? $100 puzzle if you're ready. We're playing for $10,000 over there in the end game. And Dion and Jonathan, give me the clues. Dean, first word.
The password is flop.
Dion?
Flip. Flop.
Yes, that'll do it. Okay. We have flop on the board. Now, what could that be?
Computers.
Is it computers? Oh, is that a computer term? Floppy disk. Oh, I thought that was something else. Okay, next word, please.
The password is dancer.
Yeah.
Ballerina. Dancer.
Yes, perfect. Perfect clue. Flop and dancer.
A Watusi.
Is it a Watusi? A flop dancer, eh? Okay, next word, please. You have it?
The password is laugh.
Dion?
Giggle. Laugh.
Yes. Flop, dancer, and laugh. Now?
My mind is blank.
Is it my mind is blank? Never mind. Next word, please. Do you know what this is?
The password is button.
Dion?
Oh, yeah. Zipper. Button.
Yes. Flop, dancer, laugh, button. Now?
Red.
Is it red? Okay, next word, please. Last word, by the way. Jerry hasn't said much.
The password is stomach.
Okay, Dion.
Belly. Stomach.
Yes, so you got every word right down the line. Flop, dancer, laugh, button, and stomach. Now?
Navel.
Is it navel? Oh, all right. Dion, what do you think it is?
Is navel.
Oh, my. All right, Jerry, you finally get to say the first word you said this whole puzzle. Belly?
Yes.
Is it belly? Yes, it is. Isn't that, you know, I don't think that's ever, well, it must have happened before, but to get every single word all the way down the board, and then both of you missed the puzzle, that's unusual. Well, it was only on the $100 one, so you've got a chance to get back in. And Jerry, nice going.
Thank you.
Came in and pulled it out there. All right, we're going to break away for commercial. We'll come right back in just a moment. Whoa, that was the first time you said anything in the whole place. The whole game.
In case you haven't heard, there's a great-tasting microwave rice around, too.
Son, there's gravy in them kibbles. There's gravy in them bits. Son, there's gravy in them kibbles and bits and gravy bits.
Kibbles and bits and gravy bits.
Gravy, son.
You may not believe this, but now all you need on your heaviest days is a thin pad. Don't believe me? Well, let me show you just what I mean. You see, new Sure Naturals improve to protect on heavy days. Inside, there's this new ultra-absorbent core that locks in wetness, even better than thick pads. So now that you can wear new Sure Natural from day one, why wear anything else? New Sure Natural Maxi Shield, the thin pad you can wear from day one.
If you would like to be a member of our studio audience here on Super Password, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Tickets, Super Password, 3000 West Alameda Avenue, Burbank, California, 91523. Back to Bert.
Yes. Even the other one I can do that. Thank you, Gene. Yeah. Never thought of that. Well, okay. We are back, but we're not going too far because we don't have a whole lot of time, as a matter of fact. So we'll have to ask you all to please return tomorrow if you will do that. I hope you will. Everybody will be back. Okay, I hope you at home will be back, too. We thank you for watching today. If you have any questions, send them to Jonathan Prince, Carol. Rob. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.
A member of our studio audience will receive a heavy-duty laundry pair featuring a washer with 4 Agitate Speed Spins. Electric or gas automatic dryer offers 4 drying temperatures, including permanent press from Kelvinator. And some of our departing contestants will receive Ray-Ban Tortuga sunglasses, classic styling and distinctive fashion with a look of gold and tortoiseshell, plus Ray-Ban glare-beating lenses from Bausch & Lomb. New Active Link Lead Press-On Nails, beautify active hands, press on in seconds. Active Link Lead Press-On Nails, the Polaroid Spectra System camera, computer-designed exterior autofocus and audio signal system, beautiful pictures instantly and automatically. automatically from Polaroid. From Cherokee, an American original apparel or shoes for an unusual combination of fashion and comfort in junior, Missy, petite, and women's sizes from Cherokee. Ready Set, professional quality styling gels. Help hair maintain proper moisture balance while providing body and luster. Professional styling gels from Ready Set. Creamettes, premium quality in the famous green box. Creamettes. Cooks up tender without sticking together. Try some tonight. Because the answer was inadvertently revealed, the $100 puzzle was replaced and the program edited.
This week on Days of Our Lives, a battered wife, a bitter son, a family crisis that could turn to tragedy, whose lives will be shattered on Days of Our Lives. Then, another world heats up. Adam proposes to MJ. Can she let go of her past for a life of happiness with Adam? And Santa Barbara sizzles. How long can Kelly and Jesse hide their feelings for each other? Will love turn into desire? It will excite you.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Super Password, a Mark Goodson television production.
Tonight on the Tortellis.
Somebody order a legend?
Is this Nick's ticket to the big time?
Guess what he does?
Are you in Nikki's bowling team?
The Tortellis. Then, on St. Elsewhere.
That woman's having my baby. Get away from my wife!
But who's the real father?
You understand my crisis? Powerful stuff. Tonight.
No late news for you tonight. You get excited. You yell at the anchorman. Have a Stella Doro breakfast treat instead.
It's not breakfast time. It's time for late news.
Oh, breakfast treats are good anytime. They're nice and light and not too sweet.
Goes about it in the wrong way.
Do any of you believe, or does this follow that your character has some nice tendencies and that people just want to believe it's bad?
I have a lot of nice tendencies.
I do too. I don't know why the audience thinks we're so bad. We never do anything that wrong. I mean, we always have a reason for what we do.
That's right.
The 20 million I got, I earned.
That's 20?
Yeah. 20% of the vote.
I think the saving grace for any villain is that she does have these vulnerable areas. She does, my character has a lot of mother love. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you take the aspect of the character that is likable and you expand it and bring it out whenever you can. You know?
Yeah,
20 years ago in soaps, if you slept with somebody before marriage, you were considered really a bad thing. Today, I mean, even the good girls are doing that. Has the vexins changed in soaps?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think you brought up a very important point. I think everybody's attitudes towards these things, what used to be considered bad, terrible things that victims used to do now, everybody does. So now we have to go do even worse things.
Do men respond to you differently than women do because of your character?
You mean like
fans? In real life, yeah, fans and personal relationships.
Men love my character. Yeah. I just got back from Canada and I did a promotion in Canada, and we had 10,000 people show up, and the girl who had set it up said, "I've never seen so many men here." So men watch daytime television now, and they love our characters,
I'd say
as well as women.
I'd say 75% of my mail is from men, which is surprising.
It is surprising.
Well, I'll have to write mine this afternoon, then.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, I got your letter last week.
Andrea, Robin, Brenda, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Robert Osborne of the Hollywood Reporter with Who's News, our family Dr. Bob Arnott, and Pat Boone.
I was sitting in my office wondering which musical comedy the City Opera should do this spring. I didn't have a clue. My assistant didn't have any suggestions, as usual. And my secretary was on the phone, as usual. Then across my very crowded room, I saw a stranger. And it came to me. South Pacific.
to ask the person you're with if they mind if you smoke. It's funny, that happened to me not long ago. I was in a restaurant and I was on a banquette, and the man next to me lit up a cigarette. Never turned to me and said, would I mind? Finally, I found myself that I couldn't breathe, and I finally, without even thinking about it, turned to him and said, would you please put your cigarette out? In a very nice way, and he did, and he said, I'm sorry, put the cigarette out, and never lit up another one till the very end of the meal. Well, fortunately, I was leaving, so I didn't care at the very end of the meal. And he lit up, and it was fine, and I left. But I thought he handled it very nicely. He didn't get angry. But I think he understood, and I think people do understand today that people really do object to it. And a lot of people have become allergic.
I know. I'm very allergic to it. But if it is allowed in a restaurant, now they have smoking sections now, but let's say you're sitting, well,
I think that's just starting, though. I think that there are a lot of restaurants that don't have it yet.
Yeah. Well, can you, if you're sitting next to another table where there are smokers, how do you handle that?
Well, first I think I would change my seat at my table if I could.
Oh, you mean you go to another table?
No, I wouldn't necessarily go to another table. I would change my seat at my own table first. If there was another table available, I would then ask. And then third, at the very end, then I would finally ask the other person if they could either change their hands or, you know, the direction of where the smoke is going, because it was blowing in my face.
What about asking the maitre d' to please ask them to stop smoking? Is that polite too?
Yes, that's fine. If you feel more comfortable doing that, that's fine. If the person is very near you and you can kind of lean over, that's fine too.
Okay, now I do want to talk about, there's so many women now that are in business and are forced into entertaining the man that they may be working for or with. How do you deal with that? If I'm a woman who has a business lunch and I want to pay for the bill, and you're a man, how do I handle that?
Well, I think first of all, men accept it today. They understand that there are women in business that are going to take them out to lunch.
You're probably very relieved too, huh?
Probably, for a change. It's something new and different. But if I were the woman inviting the man, I would then call a restaurant where I was comfortable, and I would arrange everything ahead of time. I would either give them my American Express, or I would discuss with the maitre d' that I would pay him later after I saw the man to the door. I think there are a number of ways you can handle that so the man's not uncomfortable. However, I don't think men really get that uncomfortable anymore.
No, I think...
I mean, there are so many women in the workforce today, and there are so many women taking men out to lunch.
Now, what if I'm a woman, I'm sitting there, and the man that I'm going to be entertaining comes in the door? Do I stand up, or vice versa? Does he?
Yes, I think that's a nice way to do it. I don't have that ego problem, and I don't believe in it, that a woman just sits there and while the man comes in the door and sits down at the table. This is obviously a man you haven't seen during that day, and I think it's nice to stand up and greet him and say hello, you know, and point to the seat where he's going to be seated, and rather than just sit back and stick your hand out and say hello.
And I like shaking hands too. I think that tells you a lot about people.
I do too, and I think it's a warm greeting.
Just get back to smoking for 1 minute. What happens if you're not a smoker and they're smoking at a party that you're going to? What do you do?
I would just move to an area where people weren't smoking. It's interesting because I was recently at a party where when I walked into the lobby of the apartment, there was a sign there that said, we would appreciate it if you do not smoke. And I was with two friends who absolutely had nick fits. I mean, they were just, I mean, they didn't know what to do.
That's a nicotine fit for all you people.
And I think that if that situation comes, you can either go, I would go to the ladies' room is what I would do.
If you're a smoker.
If you're a smoker, because I think that usually there isn't a room set aside like there would be in an office building. And obviously there isn't a room set aside in that apartment because those people don't want you to smoke anywhere in that apartment.
We're going to have to stop now. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We come back, our own Bobby Colomby will talk with singer and composer Paul Simon, also a boy whose mother dared him not to watch television, and we'll have a story on mail order scams.
Once a year, Potemkin Cadillac has a tag sale, and the time is now. Every brand new 87 Cadillac in our huge inventory is clearly marked with a price you'll have to see to believe. Every Coupe de Ville, Sedan de Ville, Fleetwood Brougham, Eldorado, Seville, and Cimarron is tagged to move out. Hurry in today to Potemkin's 2 convenient indoor showrooms, where you'll find over 700 luxurious new Cadillacs specially tagged. It's a once-a-year super tag sale going on right now at Potemkin.
She came to me and said, Mommy, if Daddy loves us, why doesn't he live with us?
On Divorce Court, it's Throw the Bum Out Week.
Jeffrey was dressed in his pajama bottoms, and Melanie was wearing his pajama tops.
Did Daddy forsake his family?
Actually, they were overdressed for what they were doing.
Divorce Court, then on Superior Court.
No one should read that vile, subhuman rubbish, and nobody.
A ban on dirty books?
We're just being selective.
Superior Court, right after Divorce Court, today on Channel 2.
Kaufman, the carpet experts, we've got it.
It's almost unbeatable. Beautiful fashion carpet on sale for just $13.99 a square yard at Kaufman.
$13.99 and paddings included.
$13.99 and installations included.
It's a special group that once sold for $17.99 to $25.99. Now $13.99 complete.
That's savings of up to $12 a square yard.
And that's hard to beat.
So come to Kaufman.
The carpet experts that save you more.
Kaufman, the carpet experts, we've got it all.
I have a stomach ache from laughing so much. Laughed the whole evening. It was great.
He's funny, he's outrageous, and I approve of everything he says.
Jackie Mason's The World According to Me, the Broadway show for everybody.
Black, white, purple, huge, and wonderful.
That was funny. My mascara is running.
Wonderful. It was funny. Joel Siegel says you'll laugh till your plots thanks to
Jackie Mason. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun.
Call charge at 944-9300 today.
2 nights ago at the Grammy Awards, Paul Simon's controversial Graceland was named the Album of the Year. Our own music man, Bobby Colomby, caught up with Paul in London, where he was rehearsing for an international tour. And here's part 1 of Bobby's report.
She makes a sign of a teaspoon, he makes a sign of a wave. The poor boy changes clothes, he puts on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes.
Ever since the release of Paul Simon's Graceland album late last summer, he's been the object of a lot of controversy, accused of ignoring a UN boycott on American performers working in South Africa and of exploiting its black musicians. We traveled to London recently, where Simon and an all-South African group were rehearsing for an international tour. Graceland is Simon's first album in almost 3 years, and for a man who doesn't really have to work, he didn't exactly take the easy route.
It wasn't about easy route or hard route. I became very interested in South African music, and I wanted to investigate it further, and I began to work on it. I wasn't thinking this is going to be hard for me. I was just thinking this is music that I really love and that I'm fascinated with. So that's the way to begin on any album or any piece of work. You start with something that you love, and then it's easier. It's not harder.
One of the South African performers who will be joining Paul on his tour is Miriam Makeba. She has not been allowed to return to her country for more than 20 years, and her records have been banned because of her anti-apartheid position. But only now does she feel her message is being heard.
New South African music is coming out thanks to Paul, and and people are more ready to even deal with the word South Africa. When I first came, I talked about the very things that are being talked about today: apartheid, how we live, this and that. People say, oh, they didn't know that, but it has come now into their living rooms. And most of all is that this album is very good. It has some of our best young people on it. And together with the marriage that Paul brought to it, his way of doing things, his singing and the music and everything put together. It's something new and very beautiful.
Ta-na-na-na, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na, she got diamonds.
Let me stop for a second.
Did you think it would be this successful?
No, not this successful, no. I didn't think that it was impossible that people would like it because I loved South African music. So I thought it was possible that it would be a hit. I didn't expect it would be this big a hit, but I didn't think I was making an automatic bomb, you know?
Graceland didn't get the kind of airplay that most albums of this stature get. What sold it?
One person telling another person. The reviews, the press, the colleges. There was some airplay. It just didn't get played on any top 40 stations. It was played on, alternate, what they call alternate radio or fringe radio.
So despite Graceland's limited airplay, the album to date has sold more than 1.4 million copies in America and over 3 million in Europe. Tomorrow, Paul speaks candidly about some of the criticism he's received for making Graceland.
I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me out, call me.
On March 2nd, 1986, Rosalind Barreau and her 11-year-old son, Ben, made her son, Ben, an offer that most kids would refuse. $500 in cash if he'd give up watching television for 1 year. If he can hold out for just a few more days, Ben's amazing willpower will have paid off. So here to tell us about what life is like without television are Rosalind and Ben Barreau. Good morning. Glad you're here. Mrs. Barreau, what brought this all about?
Well, I came home with a newspaper article about two kids, I think, in California who had done it. Their parents had given them $500 for going without television for a year. And I showed it to Benji, and he said, would you give me $500 if I go without TV for a year? I said, sure. I mean, what parent gets a win-win situation? I either saved myself $500, or I had a kid who gave up TV for a year and learned a valuable lesson.
When you asked your mom if she would do this, did you really think she'd say yes?
Yeah, but I was only joking around.
So then you had to follow through, right? Now, Ben, did you quit cold turkey, or did you kind of wean yourself gradually from watching television?
I quit right then, but it was kind of hard at the beginning because I had been so addicted to it.
In what way?
I would watch as much as I could.
Get up in the morning and turn it on and watch it till you go to school and come in home and stuff? Any of your friends try to tempt you to watch television during the year?
Well, at school they would talk about all the good shows that had been on, and my babysitter from across the street would pick me up and put my face in front of the TV while it was on.
So you would hide your face, though, rather than see it around the house. Well, how did you handle it, Mrs. Barreau, with the other members of the family in watching?
Well, it's just my daughter, and she enjoyed being able, for the first time in her life, to watch TV and not have to worry about, sharing the TV with her brother. But we really, the television set was off for an awful lot of times. We watched a lot less television.
Ben, what did you do? What did you do to make up the time?
I read books, started comic collecting, and I went down in the basement, either played with the computer or looked for some of the books that we had down there, because we had a lot.
Did you get a new appreciation for reading?
Yeah.
Well, what will happen now when you get the money? You're going to go back watching television, or you're going to read some more?
Read more.
Good for you. Mrs. Barreau, is this how do you answer people who would say it's not really a great example to give kids money to do something?
Well, that really is a difficult question. I just look at what I've accomplished. I have a kid who has not watched television for 1 year, who has discovered that he can amuse himself without watching television, that he's got a lot of other talents, and he's got a very strong inner drive that, he's learned that if he puts his mind to it, he can do anything he wants.
You have the $500 right here.
Yes, we do. We have the $500. There you go, Benj.
What are you going to do with it? Thank you very much.
My latest spring collection from Kmart is designed for all the worlds I play.
Roll up!
It's great when you're on a roll. Oh, when you've got them rolling in the aisles. Oh, when you're just rocking and rolling.
So come see my spring collection at Kmart. even help you roll with the punches. The Jacqueline Smith Spring Collection now at Kmart. Yes, Kmart.
What you doing, Mr. Mariette?
Morning ritual. First I stand on my head to clear the mind. Then I drink New Tang. The all-natural flavor of orange refreshes the body.
Can we try it? The new Tang, not the upside-down stuff.
Sure. Have a ritual's better than none.
New Tang Breakfast Beverage Crystals. No preservatives, just a big orange taste.
Mr. Mariette, what's a ritual?
An excuse to drink New Tang. Taste this.
The whole thing?
Uh-huh.
That's a big crunch for such a little thing.
Well, that little thing's packed with goodness.
I can believe it with a crunch like that. It's got a nice nutty taste.
And it has no added sugar or preservatives.
There's no room.
Huh.
What are these little things?
Great nut cereal.
Grape nuts? I could go for a whole bowl full.
You got it.
Have a bowl of crunchy, nutty, packed with goodness grape nuts today.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. My hair used to have a mind of its own. Then a few weeks ago, I stopped complaining. I started using Pantene. Pantene's got something in it called a provitamin B5 complex. I don't know what it is, but I know what it does. Because every day my hair looked fuller and shinier. The ends didn't split or look frizzy. No, it didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. You'll see.
Pantene. Serious care for beautiful hair.
Anyone ever sell you swampland in Florida? Or the Brooklyn Bridge? Well, every day con artists keep trying. Magazines are crammed with mail order ads, most of them honest, but some phony. Our next guest can smell the frauds a mile away. He's a consumer reporter and a veteran writer for Mad Magazine. Please welcome Di Bartolo. I was good up until there, right? Di Bartolo. That was perfect, Marianne. Marianne, yes, Marionette. How did you get involved with this? Were you a victim, as all of us are at one point? Well, actually, a friend of mine was. He sent for some binoculars and said, "Can you imagine what they gave me for $10? And I thought, I think I'm going to just send for everything and see what you do get. And you mostly get taken is what you get. Well, before we see all of the things that you were taken with or people can get taken with, is this illegal? How do people get away with it? No, the thing is, what we'll show you is that the ads, you have to read the ads carefully. The biggest thing is that ads don't give dimensions. Oh. And they show you these great photographs, and when the packages arrive, you can't believe that what you ordered is in that package. Give us an example. An example? Yeah. Well, we'll start with, let's look at this. We have 40 brand new towels for $1.75, okay? Now, the great thing is it's plus 50-cent shipping, but it says... This is the ad, right? Yeah, that's the ad. We have it on camera. Oh, we have it on camera. And it says that it doesn't begin to... The 50-cent shipping doesn't begin to cover the cost of shipping because towels are heavy. Right. Okay, now let's look at those 40 brand... This comes in the mail. Right away, you know you're in big trouble. In a brown wrapper, In a brown wrapper. Mm-hmm. And these are... your 40 brand new towels, okay? Well, those are like paper towels. Yeah. Well, if you go back, it doesn't say that they're... Oh, and even a newspaper comes with it. Well, more ads. Oh, right. More ads for Pastel more towels. colors, and they're brand new. Haven't been used. But, I mean, these are disposable towels. Yeah. These are the only towels I have in my apartment that don't have a hotel name on them, so... Well, you could always put one on, couldn't you? Okay. What is solid brass framed mirrors. Okay, let's look at the ad, and I'll show you some of the copy is great. It's cluster them, hang them separately, amazing decorator effect. They make a dramatic statement. Boy, I'd buy that. Okay, now but the no mirrors, dimensions, right? No dimensions. Now the mirror assortment. Ta-da! Yes. Well, that's an Emmanuel Lewis full-length mirror there. That's right. Right there. The dramatic statement is, I want my money back. These are about $8. Okay, another one, the Kitchen Wizard. Okay, we see a picture of a food processor. We see a picture of knives. The Kitchen Wizard can do anything that these $300 worth of equipment. Okay, so we send for the Kitchen Wizard, about $7 with shipping. The Kitchen Wizard, okay, is one. Does everything that you want on different angles. The Play Inside dollhouse, okay? Your kid can play inside the electric dollhouse with all the accessories, about $20. Ta-da! Let's look at this beauty here. It's paper. Well, not only is it paper, but this is the doll set. Oh my gosh, paper, plastic.
Right, the electric.
Please. Well, I wouldn't buy it.
We have more, but we'll do it another time.
Oh, please come back. We need this. On tomorrow's show, we'll talk with television star Barry Bostwick of I'll Take Manhattan.
The Tower Commission, a tough...
The report also said some of the national security staff may have engaged in a cover-up. The American space program tonight managed another successful launch. It is a Delta rocket carrying a $55 million weather satellite. The Soviets have ended a 19-month ban on nuclear tests with an underground explosion in remote Kazakhstan. Now this.
I bought this Van Heusen for Michael. I think he's going to have a tough time getting it back.
Van Heusen, for a man to wear and a woman to borrow.
Next on 2020, Betty Ford's road to alcoholism and drug addiction and how her family helped pull her back.
This baby will blow the doors off anything on the road, just like a BMW.
Isn't she a beauty? BMW would build one like this.
You think BMW has advanced technology? Listen to this.
Door is open.
For about $22,000, you can own a BMW 325, or the hollow feeling of having settled for less.
For a test drive, contact your New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut BMW dealers.
Tonight, reactions to the Eleanor Bumpers verdict at 11.
Good evening, I'm Hugh Downs.
And I'm Barbara Walters. And this is 2020.
On the ABC News Magazine, 2020, with Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters.
Tonight, Betty Ford, as you've never seen her. To most of us, she was a courageous, dynamic First Lady. But in private, she was hooked on pills and alcohol.
There was no motivation to do anything. It was like a walking zombie.
The likelihood was that she would die.
And there was only one way to save the First Lady.
I needed somebody who cared to tell me I was sick.
Doctors call it an intervention. Loved ones confronting an addict. Tonight, the entire Ford family tells how they intervened to help Betty save herself.
I couldn't see her do what she was doing to herself any longer.
And to help others like her, Betty Ford takes Barbara through the most remarkable journey of her life. Betty Ford, saving herself.
Who would have believed it? A novel over 100 years old turned into Broadway's next smash hit. Advanced ticket sales of over $10 million for Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. Reporting from London, Paris, and New York, Bob Brown with the original cast and the masterminds behind Les Miserables, a musical miracle.
When I'm on a road like this and come up on the bumper of one of those 20-grand driving machines, I love watching the driver's face as I blow his doors off with my Mazda 626 GT Turbo. It isn't just the outstanding turbo either. Somehow the automatic adjusting suspension, the high-performance tires, the four-wheel disc brakes, all come together into one of the best road cars you ever put your foot into. And it doesn't cost anywhere near 20 grand. Uh-oh, this guy's going to want me to buy him a new set of doors.
Just a brief note to begin with. Reaction to today's report by the Tower Commission continues to build. Later on, Ted Koppel will join us with the latest on that. And on an expanded edition of Nightline, Ted will talk live with Commission members John Tower, Edmund Muskie, and Brent Scowcroft. Now then, 2020 is very proud tonight to be part of an extraordinary act of courage. To help others, former First Lady Betty Ford, her husband, and children agreed to relive a most painful and traumatic experience. They will bear the details of how, first, the Ford family and then Mrs. Ford discovered that she was an alcoholic, addicted to drugs, and locked on a path of self-destruction. Now, surely if it can happen to a president's wife, it can happen to any one of us. Betty Ford's comeback was triggered by what doctors call an intervention, an intense emotional encounter that she details in her new book, Betty, A Glad Awakening. And tonight, you'll see how it works. And if someone you love is drug or alcohol dependent, what you learn could save that person's life. Barbara?
and she knew nothing would give the Fords greater satisfaction than to save more lives. I say more because many have already been saved at the Betty Ford Center in Palm Springs, California, perhaps this country's best-known drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. And it's why the entire Ford family agreed for the first time to tell their story on television. It has been 9 years next month since Betty Ford took her last drink and swallowed her last pill. Before that, she was a very different person. Her daughter Susan begins our story.
There were too many times I ended up flying to New York, to L.A., and accepting awards for her because she couldn't get herself together enough. And I got real tired of it. I was living her life for her instead of living my life for me.
There are probably a lot of stories you could tell. I mean, because once a person is an alcoholic, they tend to hurt the people around that they love the most.
I was denying some of the things that I witnessed in her life and didn't want to accept that. And she was hiding more and more.
We'd come to California, we enjoyed it here, but there were things that were not the same with her.
She had been the most popular First Lady in decades. Indeed, during the time she spent in the White House, Mrs. Ford enjoyed the most fulfilling period of her 30 years in Washington. She worked hard with her husband to heal the wounds of Watergate. She was warm and well-liked. Sometimes she even had some fun. And she certainly was an honest woman. Her public battle with breast cancer and her mastectomy gave other women courage. Betty Ford had found her own voice.
Because so many hundreds of thousands of women in the world have breast cancer, I felt I had to share my experience with them.
But these were her years of confidence. In the earlier years, as the wife of a Michigan Republican congressman, Betty Ford, little by little, was beginning to lose her own sense of identity. She had been a dancer and a model when she first met Gerald Ford. They were married in 1948, and she gave up her own personal ambitions to devote herself to him and his political ambitions. Since Ford was often away on congressional business, she raised their 4 children mostly on her own, and she did her best to be a perfect wife and mother. Despite pain she suffered from arthritis and a pinched nerve, she didn't complain. Instead, she grew resentful.
I felt that I was being neglected, that somehow the children, I was left with the children, and he was the one that was out there getting the headlines, receiving all the accolades. And maybe in my own mind I was realizing, you know, I had something to do with it, and why wasn't I getting a little of that attention?
I wasn't aware of that feeling because I thought she had been a wonderful mother. I felt we had had a fine marriage. I felt our lives were developing very constructively. She worked very hard.
It wasn't that he didn't care. I think we were also really just completely tied up in his career that we weren't looking at each other the way we should look at each other. I had a great deal of neck pain and back pain, so the medications that I was taking for my back and my neck became considerably multiplied.
Is this when you started to drink?
No, I had always used alcohol. You know, I didn't drink too much. I didn't want to appear anything other than what I thought a lady certainly behaves that way, and I had no desire to appear to be an alcoholic. I didn't know I was an alcoholic.
Neither did her husband or children, not even in the White House. But rumors were starting. I remember doing the last interview with President Ford and the First Lady as they were packing to leave the White House. Mrs. Ford took me on a tour of their private quarters, and although she never said anything wrong, her words were heavy and slow.
Will you miss this? Undoubtedly, I'll miss it. I don't think that any woman can possibly live as First Lady.
As we continued on, she moved and spoke almost too carefully.
The clock on the mantel, the elephants, the pictures of the children. He's so completely devoted to the family.
1 month later, Jimmy Carter was inaugurated, and after 33 years of life in politics, a heartbroken Betty Ford and her husband left Washington. They retired to Rancho Mirage, a small town near Palm Springs, California. For Gerald Ford, it was a good time. He traveled constantly. One of the most popular ex-presidents, he was deluged with speaking engagements, warm receptions, and continued applause and affection. But for Betty Ford, in her new home, there was too much time. Time to take an extra pill, an extra drink. Time to feel sorry for herself.
So here you are in this big, beautiful house. Your husband's away a lot. Were you lonely?
I was very lonely. I was up and around, but I was usually up and around in a nightgown and a robe. And I didn't really want to go anyplace. Everything was in slow motion. In fact, my neighbor said just to have a sandwich with me, it took an hour and a half. And most of the time, she didn't have time for that. So people were withdrawing from me, too.
And the children, did they withdraw?
Well, the children they had moved away to their own homes. Susan was in Palm Desert nearby.
There are days that she never got dressed. She never combed her hair. She never put her makeup on. And I'd say, let's go shopping. There was no motivation to do anything. It was like a walking zombie.
You know, Mom was walking around and not aware of what she was doing. You know, she was in a daze.
I wanted everything to focus on me, and yet I couldn't remember anything. Telephone calls from one day to the next, plans we had, I wouldn't remember having heard about them.
So if you have physical pain, you take a pill. If you have emotional pain, you take a little drink.
I used the pills and the alcohol to help me cope. It was like an anesthetic.
How many pills were you taking at that point, do you think?
As I recollect, I think it was 25 or 30 pills a day. Maybe a nightcap before I went to bed, and then take sleeping pills.
When I would see her take a handful of pills before she went to bed, all prescribed by competent doctors, I felt very uncomfortable and sad. But I couldn't cope with the situation, Barbara.
Did you ever think that Mrs. Ford drank too much?
No, I didn't.
You were not aware that there was any problem?
I was totally unaware. But it did become noticeable as circumstances would develop where we would have to cancel a previous occasion to go out and have dinner. Or we would be very late because it took her a longer period of time to get dressed and get ready. Those little things were the most noticeable.
Little things, Mr. President?
Well, they seemed little at the time.
He really didn't see it. So I finally said to Dad, I said, we've got to do something, you know. I have to come over here every day to be sure that everything's going okay. And I can't, you know, I could barely work and do that. And he said, well, you tell me what to do and we'll do it.
What they did was hold a confrontational meeting called an intervention.
We were told that each of us had to be very frank, relating incidents that indicated Betty had been ill. She had done things that had been disappointing to each of us. All of us got together in my office next door to our home with the doctor. We walked over here together. This was probably 9:30 in the morning. We opened the door. Betty was in her robe.
They all walked in, and my husband, of course, immediately said, honey, we want to talk to you. We're very concerned about what's happening to you, and let's all just go sit down. And now you hear us out. Please, don't interrupt.
I took her by the hand and led her into the living room, sat next to her on the Davenport, and I had to take the lead to explain the purpose of this meeting. It wasn't easy, I can assure you, Barbara. Very difficult. And I had my arm around Betty, and as each of the children told an incident, I tried to reassure her with a little stronger hug, because I could feel that it was very, very tough for her to listen.
I spoke first, and my response was that I was really pained and hurt that to see a woman of her beauty and stature and loveliness and goodness gradually deteriorate.
You know, the story I told was I'd gone down to spend a weekend with her and driven 2 or 3 hours to get there, and she was alone. Dad had gone away for the weekend and was just trying to be there for her and help her through the weekend and be company. And, you know, was ready to fix dinner and gone out and shopped and all those things. And when it came time to eat, I'd cooked dinner for her and everything. She just decided she'd rather have a drink.
I think I was about the third person who spoke. And it's not a pretty process. It is not fun to sit there and try and break through to this person, and you have to do it in the cold, hard truth. And here's the person I love, my mother, who's in tears, has just been confronted with some very unpleasant things. And I guess my reluctance was, you know, why do I want to plunge the dagger in one more time?
But the doctors had said, under no circumstances can you let her anger, can you let her tears, or any other emotional experience deter you from doing what you know has to be done.
Then it got to me, and I've always thought of my mother as a very graceful dancer and model, and she just wasn't what she was 15 years ago or 10 years ago. But I loved her, and that was what I had to tell her. I couldn't see her do what she was doing to herself any longer.
We wanted her to understand we loved her, and if she didn't respond to the intervention, didn't take treatment, the likelihood was that she would die.
It was what I needed. I needed somebody who cared to tell me I was sick. And they weren't telling me I was alcoholic, and they weren't telling me that I was a drug addict. They were telling me that they loved me, and they cared about me, and they couldn't let me go on because I was going to die if I did. And that I, with their help and the help of the doctors that were there, was going to have to do something about it. But I knew that I had, you know, come to the final end of the road. I didn't really plead. I collapsed.
Tough as that was, her real battle lay ahead. After the family's intervention, the rest was up to her. Betty Ford saving herself right after this. Again, this reminder, tonight on Nightline, Ted Koppel will have the latest reaction to today's report by the Tower Commission. And we'll talk live with Commission members Brent Scowcroft, John Tower, and Edmund Muskie.
This detergent just got stronger. And this one. This one, too. What made these washing machine detergents stronger? A remarkable washing machine. The GE Spot Scrubber. The only machine with the Spot Scrubber system and mini tub. It concentrates detergents an incredible 6 times to work harder on spots and stains. So, for a better washing machine detergent, get GE's Better Washing Machine. The Spot Scrubber.
It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to read it every day. And if you ask me why I say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with C-O-L-O-G-N-A.
If the name's Oscar Mayer, it's quality meat and no fillers. Just the best that it can be.
You want a bite?
When Rusty Donahue went off to teach school in Homer, Alaska, she traded in her 10-year-old Honda Civic for a brand new Civic wagon. She expects to keep her wagon just as long, she says, since she really only uses it for running little errands.
The naturalness of some foods is obvious. With others, you may need more information. So about the coffee you're drinking. If it's smooth, satisfying Sanka, it's decaffeinated 100% naturally. In fact, it's the only leading coffee decaffeinated with pure mountain water and natural effervescence. If you want naturalness in the things you eat and drink Sanka decaffeinated coffee for reasons which should by now be obvious.
It was murder.
The high seas whodunit.
You did set me up.
Yes. Squirt.
Boys, stop fighting.
All your TV favorites are suspects.
Very interesting.
Climb aboard for a new 2-hour Love Boat special. Tomorrow. Harry runs a hospital.
Glaucoma, my favorite, with a few taco chips and a little sauce.
He might not be a doctor.
Is there really that much of a difference? MD, Teamster?
But he sure can operate.
Normally these go for $5, but for you, $5.
Alan Arkin is Harry after Perfect Strangers Wednesday.
We continue now with Betty Ford saving herself. For 10 days following her family's intervention, she stayed at home. She was supported by a private nurse, and she battled withdrawal from prescribed drugs that she'd been taking for nearly 30 years. Mrs. Ford says that during the detoxification period, she couldn't sleep, she had the shakes, and she felt as if her skin was crawling. She wore dark glasses, even indoors, because the light of day was too hard on her eyes. As Barbara picks up the story, Betty Ford, weak and fragile, had agreed to enter a hospital for further treatment.
On April 12, 1978, Mrs. Ford checked into the Naval Hospital in Long Beach, California. She chose it because it was close to home. Her husband had been commander-in-chief, so she was able to use this drug and alcohol treatment center, a facility run by and filled with Navy personnel and their families.
The kinds of medications Mrs. Ford was on when she came here for treatment were the kinds of medications that any of us would be getting from our family practitioner if we went to him with the arthritis, the pain that Mrs. Ford had.
She had courageously allowed her doctors to make her drug dependency public.
Mrs. Ford is a gutsy lady.
But she wasn't ready to admit to any more. The first shock came the moment she stepped off the elevator.
And this is what greeted you, Mrs. Ford, This was a shock when it said alcoholic rehabilitation service. I had not addressed my alcoholism at this point.
As she walked down the hall of the 58-patient facility, this dignified woman, who was used to being treated like a first lady, had to face another blow to her pride. The standard room she had been assigned to had 4 beds, and 3 were already occupied by other women. There would be no privacy for Mrs. Ford. As we sat down in a thin mattress covered in a Navy-issue khaki blanket, she spoke of her feelings that day.
Were you frightened? I was scared to death. Just scared to death. I shook so I couldn't hardly get a cup of coffee or a glass of water to my mouth. And that was as much withdrawal from the drugs I was on as it was also just being scared to death.
So here you were with a bunch of sailors.
I didn't realize I'd ever end up in a barracks with a bunch of sailors. And after about a week, I think they began to accept me, and I began to accept them. Because we began exposing our own stories to each other. I was much more apt to listen to theirs than tell any of mine.
This is the room where Betty Ford finally told all her stories. Twice a day in group therapy, she shared her most private thoughts with 5 men and women.
When you began to talk about your feelings and think about your feelings, were you angry with your family?
I think I, at first, was angry with my family, and I think in my mind I said, is this the gratitude, that a mother gets after spending her whole life trying to put herself out for her children, and for her husband, too.
The toughest part for you was to admit that you're an alcoholic. The pills were okay. That you could cope with.
The alcohol was something I selected by choice. And the word alcoholic, to me, had a meaning of being disheveled, drunk, all of those things. As a woman, the image of myself was certainly foremost, and I'd always been able to maintain that, at least publicly, and that was very important. So how could I be an alcoholic?
At first, when you had to admit that you're an alcoholic, you said, I won't do it. It will embarrass my husband.
I guess that was the screen I was using to hide behind. It was a convenient escape route for me to, I thought it would embarrass him.
I said, Betty, it will not embarrass me. As a matter of fact, you're coming here recognizing the illness of alcoholism makes me very proud of you.
I thought, how much more do they expect of me? I've been public about everything, and now they want me to suddenly be public about this, about being an alcoholic. And they said, until you admit it publicly, you will never start to get well. I would have gone home and said, I can't take pills. I have a chemical dependency for pills. But I would have substituted. I would have gone back and used alcohol instead.
After you admitted in this little room with the other 5 people that you're an alcoholic, what did you feel then? What happened to you then?
I felt better. I felt more a part of the group.
Did you cry?
I thought I was never going to get my breath again. I cried so hard.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I had fallacies and faults, just like everybody else, and that was all right, as long as I was willing to acknowledge them and try to do something about them.
After 4 weeks in the Long Beach hospital, Betty Ford went home.
I will always have a support group. Treatment is only the beginning, and it's the process of being supplied some tools to work with, and some tools to actually live your life by.
Mrs. Ford, do you ever want to drink now?
Well, I would say, no, I never want to drink now, but that's something I don't know, because I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And